Well, I'm down to 40%. So you want to talk about Diamond Head? Let's go.
What salary you? How is everybody tonight?
Good.
Don't be too excited, Greg. Fucking downer.
You. And your mom.
Downer Dragon.
Talk about my mom like that.
Oh.
I'll do what I want.
Gee. You're off the show. Do what I want, see? See how easy?
What? I thought this was America. I can't say what I want?
No. Trump's president. You can't do anything. That's another show.
Yeah, way to kill the vibe.
Yeah, no doubt. Fucking, turn my bomb back. Just fucking.
Try to around and make some good sarcastic jokes, and then he just drops a fucking Hiroshima like that.
I dropped a T word. And all went to hell. All right. Anyway.
It's called
like a
subtext, you
Nagasaki.
ass.
That was a Nagasaki.
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 Uncle Saxon looks like he's on location tonight. You're not in your usual humble abode.
Nope. Got no DJ Juice tonight.
Nothing.
I got no fine rock and roll memorabilia ambiance. All I got is
a prison
me,
wall.
you, our faithful listeners and followers.
Well, listeners, I could hear you if your connection was good. I'm here with the Colonel. Just shooting the shit with the Colonel.
Which is funny because usually he's got the whole cob. Oh.
Fucking guy. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh, that's better. I should have did that hours ago. What about you, Greg? What's going on over there? You're in the same location as usual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can
Just chilling.
do.
Been
Might
listening
be-
to music. I'm
Same
on my
shit.
vacation now, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Any plans for
Find
4th of
something-
July?
Nope. I
No?
gotta find something to do.
Oh, shit.
I
Stop
don't
by.
want to sit around here the whole time. But, oh, yeah. Let me get right on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought we were going to Vegas for your vacation.
Huh?
I thought we were going to Vegas for your vacation. I still got that package.
I still have more vacation time, but I'm required to take one during a holiday, so.
Oh, okay.
What's your plans for 4th of July, Sax? Are you having 4th of July right now? You know, when we're done with the show?
It's been a holiday for 8 days now. That's all I can say. But that's coming up on Uncle Saxon's True Story.
All right. Any news going on out there? Because I looked and looked and looked, and there is absolutely nothing. Only one news story that I found.
I saw a story about Gene Simmons opening a weed dispensary, but I couldn't find any other corroborating articles besides the High Times one, so I don't know how true it is.
Well, what did it say?
That he's opening up a dispensary in LA this week, and he's going to launch an official KISS branded strain of weed.
They say what it's going to be called?
KISS Spencery.
No, the weed.
Oh, no, they
Oh,
didn't.
no.
Mm-mm.
Kiss Kush.
Probably.
Not a bad name.
That seems the most obvious. Yeah, I forget what he said changed his views on pot now, but we all know it's
Yeah,
because
we all-
of the money.
Yeah, we all know. We all know what
Exactly.
changed his views.
Yeah.
Green equals green
Yeah.
for
Yes.
Miss Jean.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then you would think he could find a good toupee that didn't look like a 70s bush with all that money, but you know, some people are just happy looking like a jackass.
He had those hair plug things done, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's terrible. What's his name? The old singer from Iron Maiden, Lace Bailey. He did the same thing. And he shaved his head. So.
I have not seen a picture of Blaze Bayley since he was in Iron Maiden, probably.
I haven't seen him since a picture of him since he was in that shitty band that he was in before Iron Maiden.
Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane, right? But
I like that
speaking
band.
of Wolfsbane shitty bands, you know, Kevin
Not
DuBrow,
shitty
Kevin DuBrow went through his entire glory days needing hair plugs, and then as soon as he got them, his band went to hell.
Yeah, that's very true.
Maybe they put them in too far to his brain.
I think so. He had
Brain
anal
transplant.
threads.
Started eating in there, and he went, Twilight Hotel.
No wonder we should call this album Terrified.
Yeah, cut a deal to make a record on a label that was owned by Full Moon Pictures.
Oh, nice. I think
movie.
Terrified is a good album, to be honest.
It is a good record.
Guilty Pleasures is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't like that album. Down to the Bone's okay. I like about half of it.
I bet the Bro solo album, and it was very bluesy, so it wasn't Quiet Riot at all, and I'm glad he didn't put Quiet Riot's name on it.
Well, that's good. Thank God. I thought you were going to bring up the Gene Simmons story about him talking about the ticket prices for the concert, the farewell tour. Oh yeah, that was hot. A ticket. Have you seen the ticket prices for that tour? I was reading the thing.
What tour is that?
The KISS farewell tour,
No.
or whatever the hell they're
was
calling
over with. I thought they were done.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Are they doing like Europe and South America and Japan now, or?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
I know they've done their farewell tour a year ago here.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't read into the whole thing.
I saw the real
interested to
farewell tour in 2001, and I'm good with that. I never need to see KISS again.
2001, was that their reunion farewell tour?
Yeah, Ace and Peter.
So you got to see Ace and Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was at the last show that Peter played, actually. He quit the day after.
You could give me Eric Singer and Thayer, and I wouldn't know the difference. I could give a shit less. In fact, bring back Bruce Kulick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing him with Kulick and seeing him do some of them non-makeup songs he was on.
See, I'm surprised they didn't do a.
Pretty badass.
I'm surprised they didn't do a tour like that. You know, bring everybody back that was in there, except for Eric Carr, obviously. But you know, Peter Criss probably couldn't play anyway, so I guess that would be kind of pointless.
And Vinny's wardrobe, you know, I mean, that would take a bus by itself.
Vinny Vincent wouldn't show up.
Dresses, high heels, and yeah.
Who else was in that?
Fuck the wardrobe. His ego could fill a whole fleet of buses. And then his insanity in a station wagon trailing behind, and he might make it.
Right.
Who else was? Wasn't there another guitar player after Vinny Vincent?
Mark St. John.
Yes, that's right.
Dead.
Had arthritis and had to quit.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, he's been dead for years.
Oh, well, I guess that whole idea I had wouldn't have worked.
Well, the reason he quit though is because his arthritis got so bad that he couldn't perform live anymore. Or actually. Yeah, they got Bruce Kulick pretty darn quick. Mark St. John did White Tiger, and that was kind of his whole legacy right there. Was, you know, a little bit of KISS and a band nobody heard of, and goodbye.
Oh, that's a shame.
Not a bad record though.
No, it's not a bad record at all.
But the tickets for that concert went from $25 up to $1,000. And then they had the you know those meet and greets that they do. They had one that was for $5,000.
Cheaper than I thought you were going to say. Honestly.
Yeah, I guess for them, but that's insane.
Well, it's still egregious, but
Well, Shannon Tweed's tits are dropping, so she needs a new lift, apparently.
And he has to maintain enough cash on hand at all times to be able to swim in it, so he's got to make more.
That whole tour made millions and millions of dollars. It's insane.
Well, dude, he owns so many publishing rights to so many different songs. He probably makes millions from that every year alone.
Yeah.
And he purchases other people's publishing rights, so he's got a whole clearinghouse. You know, that's where his real dough comes from.
Yeah.
But also too, like I was reading in the article, that they have so many people that work on the stage sets and all this other, all the behind the scene people that they have to pay, which I understand. Everybody needs to get paid, so just those prices are crazy. I'd be up in the $25 cheap seats, but I'm not going anyway. So they already did New York. Actually, that was one of the biggest shows that they did, I think, on the whole tour.
I do think Eric's is an underrated drummer. I think he's a good drummer.
Yes, he is.
He is a good drummer.
Actually, when I said the last time I saw them wasn't the farewell tour, because I did see them a couple years after that, and Ace was still around, but it was Eric Singer playing the drums.
Yeah, he was in your favorite band named Slaughter, wasn't he?
Eric Singer? No.
I
think he might have filled in. Yeah.
No, I think he was actually on the first couple albums.
Oh, no. You guys are talking about the Glam Slaughter.
No.
No, the fuck.
That's what I said. Your favorite band named Slaughter.
Oh.
Now you get it, you high motherfucker.
No, that was.
No, it's just because Strapato crushes, man.
Yeah. Actually, do or die. I got you.
Actually, no, I don't think Eric Singer was ever in Slaughter. Sorry.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he was, but I don't think it was on either Stick It To You or The Wildlife. I think
definitely was
the
not.
album that came after that.
No, it wasn't that either. I'm a big Slaughter fan, so don't tell
me. He was in some band like that.
Because that Wildlife, not Wildlife, Stick It To You was one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Did it make you fly?
Oh. I guess he flew like the Angels. See what I did? They were talking about Slaughter.
Yeah, I got it.
I guess maybe he. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look that up. I'm interested to know now because I don't remember their drummer ever leaving the band. The hell is that? Somebody watching cartoons?
It's sexy time, baby.
Holy, it was what?
It's sexy time.
Oh, I thought you said sucky time. Are we not on video anymore? Is there a reason why we're not on video?
Well, he did say it was sexy time. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Diamond Head.
Well, I have one more news story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is going to be kind of a short kind of show, I guess. Helloween. They had the Pumpkins United tour, which went through last year, and they finished it up, I think, at the beginning of this year. And they are putting out a DVD, finally, DVD and Blu-ray, in October.
Oh.
So, that'll be cool. That's all I got.
You know what people on Long Island do for Halloween?
What's that?
Pumpkin.
He got you there.
He did. All right. You want to do your Uncle Saxon story before we do the album thing?
Yeah, maybe you can actually let me go after that, because if I'm breaking up like this,
Well, you're fine right now.
Okay, cool. All right, hold on a sec. The year.
Wait, let me turn your music on.
Hey kids, everybody gather around. It's time for Stories with Uncle Saxon.
Okay, go.
was 2013. I went to a concert in Cadott, Wisconsin called Rockfest. I don't remember who was there. I don't remember who was playing. I do remember bringing a stripper. Her name was Yvette. She actually had owned the trailer that we were going to stay in, and I had the pickup to haul the trailer. So it was a match made in heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We get there. She turns into the uncoolest stripper you ever met.
Oh.
That night, that Friday night, she did not come back to the trailer, and she had the key to let me in the trailer. So I slept under a tarp in the rain, freezing my balls off. I actually got up the next morning, disconnected her trailer, and drove off, leaving her in the trailer in Cadott, Wisconsin, never to speak to her again. So, fast forward to the year is 2019. A good friend of mine, a promoter here in Minneapolis, asked me if I wanted to stagehand road crew Rockfest this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. You know, I could load in, load out, glad hand, whatever, and there's gonna be tons of rock babes. It's gonna be great.
Right.
And he goes, okay, well, if you're gonna do Rockfest, you gotta do Country Fest first.
Oh no.
I thought that was a good trade. So
Yeah, okay.
I go to Country Fest 8 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of preconceived notions about what was going to happen there.
Okay.
I was going to have to deal with drunken redneck jocks, a bunch of music that was going to drive me absolutely crazy,
Right.
and, you know, Bush beer. Tons of Bush beer. These are my preconceived notions.
Right.
I get here the first night, stay up until the sun comes up, you know, hanging trusses, lighting, and this, that, and the other thing.
Hang in, truss. Hang in.
And there's this little cube, you know, hooking up lights and that sort of thing. Didn't think much of it. I'm really looking forward to some country babes, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
The Daisy Dukes and the halter tops and the bam, bam. Looking forward to seeing a lot of that action because 40,000 people show up to this thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So the next night, after we do the kickoff party, which was Wednesday night, Black Hawk played. Black Hawk was actually pretty decent.
Wait, what?
Right?
Black cock?
Black Hawk.
Oh, hawk. Okay.
H-A-W-K.
Damn. I was gonna say that's a pretty risky, risky country music name.
Right. Long story short, I meet an incredible woman. Her name is Melissa. She's the lighting director. She actually just exited the room. So this true Uncle Saxon's true life story is actually a love story. I fell in love with her, and we have spent pretty much every second together for the last week, and I'm looking forward to many more years. There's your Uncle Saxon's true story of the week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now untie the woman and let her go. Right now she's running down the aisle and the cops are getting her in the car. Come on, we'll get him later.
Kind of weird that she disappeared.
Oh boy.
Look out your window.
Runner.
Hey, by the way, we can't air this episode, so this is just between the three of us.
Oh God, good idea. I'll skip this whole thing. Well, really, seriously, congratulations, and I'm glad you went to the country music thing, and sound like you enjoyed yourself there a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
It
happy
was
for
hard
you, brother.
fucking work, dude. It was 100 degrees pretty much every day. We had like the storms of the century. We had literal tornadoes buzzing around. I mean, Noggle, you were in Minneapolis that week, last
Yeah, it
week.
was insane.
Yeah, everything that happened there came and flatlined us. It was crazy, crazy shit.
Mm.
So totally worth it.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Yeah. Definitely.
So how did you like the country music?
There's a band, and I'm gonna throw a shout out here. Most of it was garbage. But this one band called the Rick Monroe Band, or just Rick Monroe. Look them up on Facebook or whatever, people. Rockin'. Totally rockin'. They did the theme to Smokey and the Bandit and crushed it better than any metal band could ever hope to. And you know something? Like I said, I had preconceived notions, but I set them aside from night one. Yeah. And this country music these days, this isn't your Garth Brooks.
No, not at all. It's
like
it's pop country.
It's like Nickelback with cowboy hats.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I didn't mind something.
It is. A guy at my job, he loves country music. I don't know why, but he does. And yeah, even he says like it's not like your old school country music now. It's completely
your
changed.
Old school, new school country music. Yeah. It's more like a lot of these bands are going back to the outlaw days. You know, the Waylon Jennings and I heard a lot of Johnny Cash. Chris Christopherson, that kind of the Highwaymen. They had some cool stuff going on. So I'm not going to poo-poo the event. It was, even if things didn't turn out the way they did, I still probably would have had a good time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You gonna go line dancing anytime soon?
Fuck no. I watched enough of that, and I literally wanted to throw beers at those people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fuck that.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Uncle Saxon's story. Now.
And a great story.
A great story. Great love story. Now we move on to the album review. Diamond Head. I had the fucking album. Where the hell did I do it? Hold on.
Come on, Wayne.
What? Did you see anything?
No.
Oh. Well, not usually like what Uncle Saxon shows. Thank God.
Ah, sugar tits for everyone.
Thank God your video's off.
Oh, you just got audio? That's it?
Oh, you didn't know you weren't on video? I thought you knew. Oh, yeah, you haven't been on video.
I've made a lot of obscene gestures. I'm just going to take off my pants then.
I thought you turned the video off because something was going on. Oh. Hey, you're not on. No. Well, anyway, the new Diamond Head album called The Coffin Train. Not The Coughing Train. Oh, there you are. Welcome back. You're going to have to tell that whole story all over again. I'll edit the show, okay?
Back in the house. That's all the people need to know.
All right. Do your story again. Ready? Go.
Nope.
No, we're not doing that again. Diamond Head, The Coffin Train. Brand new album. Just came out, what, like a week or two ago?
Yeah.
It's got like 10 songs on it. And I think it's very, very good. It is going to be in my top. I really don't ever do top lists of the year, but I guess let's do a top 10 of 2019.
Okay.
All right. I think it's very good. Right. I think the vocalist is very good. Is this the same guy that they've had for a while now?
He was on the last record, but I don't know how long he was with them before that.
Yeah, I meant to check that out.
I kind of lost track of them for a while.
Yeah, I did too. Because they kind of put out some weird releases like here and there, and then some of them were like imports, and they were kind of hard to get a little bit, so I kind of lost track myself. But, I mean, this doesn't sound anything like old school classic Diamond Head. This is like newer 2019 Diamond Head kind of thing. And,
the first couple of songs had that spirit, though.
Right. I think the
Ryan Tadler's guitar, there's definitely some.
Yeah. Like that song, the second song, The Message, I think that definitely has a old school Diamond Head feel to it. That's the only song I really feel like Diamond Head-ish, I think, in a way.
No, I think that one does, and Belly of the Beast as well is a good one, too. Yeah, the opener.
Yeah. What's your problem, Sax?
I gotta pee.
Oh. Oh, God.
I know.
His connection got, like, perfect now.
Yeah, it only took an hour.
I know, right? But anyway, I cannot find one bad song in this whole album. I think the production's great. I think, like I said, the vocalist, even at times, the vocalist, he sounds almost like Chris Cornell a little bit.
Yeah, there is a lot that sounds like Chris Cornell. That was one of the things I was going to mention.
Yeah.
He's not a bad vocalist, but I hate all the effects on the vocals on this.
I didn't notice any effects, though. I listened to this I don't know how many times.
Where it does that echoey thing where it kind of sounds like a fucking computer a little bit. You know, it's got some of that on it.
Oh, I didn't really notice it. I don't know. It didn't really stick out to me.
I don't know. And I think despite his vocal power, they're a little bit overly clean in some areas.
Yeah. Well,
it
did
the songs of their emotion, but and then there's a little bit too much slow stuff on it too.
I don't feel that there's any really slow songs on this album.
If the Sleeper is correctly named.
I don't know. I think you're totally wrong. I didn't find
No,
any.
I love Diamond Head, but that is a bad song.
Yeah, I knew you weren't going to be too. What's that? What was it? What you? Oh, we left again. Oh boy. What were you saying anyway? The parts what?
The parts don't really connect together like they should. It sounds so disjointed, and then it's boring except for the last section of it. Not a good song.
I don't know. Well, after I listened to this, I knew you wouldn't care for this album as much as you do with the older stuff. Because
nothing's ever going to be as good as Lightning to the Nations, but I like the one they did right before this, but it was a little heavier too. There's a lot of melancholia on this, and
it is. But I think they really did it really good, and shit, I wish I didn't put this away.
They don't do it with enough feeling for me, and like I said, nothing will ever be Lightning to the Nations, but I have to compare it, because even though I think I know this guy's name is like Rasmus Anderson or something like that.
Something
anyway,
like that,
even though I think he's the better vocalist, he doesn't really use the emotion that Sean Harris did, and that's what I feel is missing from a lot of these
he's
songs.
He's a little different, but I don't know. I like how he does his stuff, because he doesn't just stay in one area. He's doing different vocals. He's got a Chris Cornell vocal thing going on. Then he does that higher.
Okay, wait, you just ruined my review.
Oh,
were you guys talking about Chris Cornell earlier?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was very unprofessional.
You were.
On a long week, and
Well, I mean, he very clearly sounds like Chris Cornell. There's a lot of moments on this record that sound like mid to late '90s Soundgarden.
Yeah, like that song "Coffin Train," that's where he really starts doing it. And
yep.
I was gonna say he sounds like his inner Chris Cornell's coming out, but can't quite bust through the flesh. Can't quite get over the Chris Cornell top like Chris Cornell did. He gets right there, and then he can't finish.
He gets close. If Soundgarden wanted to replace Chris Cornell and continue, they could do it with this guy. I think.
He could, but
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't get there.
On the ass end of his scream.
Yeah, right. Well, what are you gonna do? I think he's good. I love this album. It's one of my favorites of this year. What's your thoughts on this, Saxon?
Honestly, my thoughts are, and I wrote a bunch of them down. I don't think the single "Belly of the Beast" sounds like it should be.
It shouldn't be the single
Of the album,
right?
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like anything else on the album.
Right.
And I guess that's what bands do now. I liked it, and this is where my comparison comes in. And I hope, Dragon, that you can get on board with this, because if anybody can, it's you. This reminds me of late '80s Bad Company.
Yeah, that's a pretty good comparison, actually.
Paul Rogers doing late '80s Bad Company.
Yeah.
As far as the songs go, I thought The Sleeper was The Sleeper.
Yep, that's the same thing I said. I hate that
Did
song.
you? Okay,
Yep.
well, I really like that song. The intro is very, very cool, and the song itself is creative.
Yeah.
I think it's I think that song saved the album for me.
Really?
I actually liked let's see here. Oh, I like number 8 too. I'm not gonna look it up. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Serrated Love.
That's what it's called. Yes, exactly. Cool song. Number 2 was okay. It sounded more like old Diamond Head.
Yeah, The Messenger. Yep.
Yeah, Yep. But at the same time, it had no originality whatsoever. That every band in history has done that song, including Diamond Head a million times. With that said, the song "Sleeper" sounds like old Diamond Head. Some of it still sounds like new wave of British heavy metal to me, but more in a Praying Mantis vein.
Mm-hmm.
The Praying Mantis album, which was a good album.
Mm.
But you could see the this isn't AOR. This isn't really even metal though. So I would call this a really hard rock album.
Yeah. I agree with that.
If anybody's looking for your daddy's Diamond Head, this ain't it. And you should still check it out because I like it. I think it's a good album.
Yeah, I would not hold it up to the older Diamond Head albums, but it's a good album.
You got to disconnect yourself from Lightning to the Nation.
Right.
You can't look at this as the same band whatsoever.
Not at all.
Well, you can't really look at anything they've done after Lightning to the Nations in comparison to Lightning to the Nations.
True.
It's a shame that they never lived up to it, but this is a pretty good album. I just don't care for it as much as other stuff. So,
are you holding the Diamond Head torch though? Because I know this is one of your favorite bands of all time. So
a little bit, which is why I like Belly of the Beast as much as I do. But no, The Sleeper is just, I think, a bad song. The parts don't go together right. It's boring. Yeah. The Phoenix is great, but you guys said you loved the 2 songs.
No, he meant it as he could actually sleep through it.
I was being positive about that song.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song on the whole album.
Nah, I don't like that one, and I don't like Serrated Love either. They're both horrible.
All right,
two favorite songs. Yeah.
Who burnt the roast? Somebody's go put out the roast in the oven. It's on fire.
Yeah, there's nothing beeping.
Well, I hear the beeping, so it must be
it's
drag.
the TV. Yeah.
Oh. So, Greg just doesn't like this Diamond Head album. But
you're fine. No, I like it. It's just not. I don't like it as much as you guys.
Yeah,
do.
you were expecting Diamond Head.
No, I wasn't expecting. No,
You were expecting old school Diamond Head, and then just what you were expecting.
You want to shut the fuck up so I can say what I was gonna say? I
Tell it to the Colonel's face.
Expecting that.
Apologize to the Colonel.
I was expecting something a little heavier, more along the lines of the one they released back in 2016, which I actually love. That's a really good record, but it's a little bit on the heavier side of things too.
Right.
But it does. I mean, other than the riffs Tatler plays sometimes,
yes,
it isn't really.
Not really. No. Continue.
Are you done?
There's fisticuffs are about to bust out here on this program.
Can you be an adult now?
No.
You want to put the fucking cup down?
No.
Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Kevin. This is the pod.
I'm back.
Oh, man.
I don't know. That really fucking frustrated me, and I forgot what I was saying.
They should not name the Diamond Head album. They should just name it like Diamond or Head.
No,
but
it can still be Diamond Head because I mean, you know, it's still Brian Tatler.
He's the band.
Yeah, I mean, Rasmus can sing the old songs. I think they sound great live. I don't know what it is about the way his vocals sound on this record. I just don't like how they're recorded. Something about it sounds processed, which is one of the things that bothered me the most. But
he produced the album and everything, so he probably, you know, made sure everything was, you know, down to the T, you know, perfect with his stuff.
Like I said, it was a little too melancholy for me.
I thought the production was a little muddy, to be honest, on a lot of the songs.
Really?
I did. It wasn't sheen. It was a little muddy. It was a little dirty.
Some of it. He buried the guitars a little bit in certain parts that I wasn't too happy about, and it sounds like he raised his vocals in those areas. Well, maybe not raised them, but they're certainly way louder than the fucking guitar lines are, which I think he does that in part of the Sleeper, and that was one of the things that really bothered me, because that section of the song should be built around that riff. His vocals shouldn't be that loud.
Well, as soon as this program's over, I'm going to go listen to the Sleeper, because I think that's a great song. And I'm actually looking forward to hearing it again.
I'm going to continue to listen
take a shot and listen to Helpless, because the fucking new wave of British heavy metal rules.
That is a good song.
And by extension, though, this version of the band, I think, is a good version of Diamond Head that carries the legacy pretty well. You know, the last album they did with Sean Harris, All Will Be Revealed, was a little weird. He didn't really sound that into it. So it's nice to see him get a kick of life like this and put out some quality stuff.
I did not know he was on that one.
Yeah, he's on All Will Be Revealed. That's the last one he did with him.
I still can't believe we didn't go down to Easton's and catch that, year and a half ago?
Yeah, we really should have.
There was probably nobody there.
I think we did something for that, and it just wore us out.
Yeah.
Okay, that don't sound right.
That sucks, because there was probably like nobody there either.
Yeah, I don't think there probably was either.
That would have been cool. All right. Well, go check out
that
album.
What are you guys wearing?
Oh, well, I'm wearing one of my deceased shirts, Death Metal from the Grave.
He put that
on the back.
I was going to get that one, but I'm kind of out of money right at the moment.
You should have. Vincent Price is fucking awesome on the back, man. That's a great
photo. Turn around. Look at the Vincent Price aspect.
Hang on.
Now look at you did.
Oh, I can't stand up with the headphones on. I forgot.
Death Metal from the Grave.
Oh, that is cool. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I should have bought one of those. Nice. He had like three left, I think. He posted on his Facebook the other day. I think people bought them, so it was too late anyway. Maybe he'll do it again. And I'll get it. I'm wearing Hell shirt. The band Hell.
Oh, okay.
I
thought that was a them shirt.
The Ouija board.
Ouija board, yeah. Yep.
I am wearing Fireburn.
Israel.
Fireburn!
The hell's
Who
fire?
is Israel Joseph I, who was on the Bad Brains, the only Bad Brains album without HR. And he came on. Me and Greg saw him with opening for GBH, and completely blew me away. Was a fucking Insto fan, man.
They were awesome.
Israel Joseph I guessed.
Fucking band.
Yep, I guessed. I'm like, that looks like Israel Joseph I.
Yeah, I'm
Turned out to be Israel
it
Joseph
really does.
Turned out to be him.
Yeah, well, it
Cool.
was funny because we were talking about it, and before we figured out it was him, we were like, "No, that can't be Israel Joseph I. There's no way."
Because he looked way too young. I mean, Rise came out in '93, I believe.
Yeah.
And this guy looked like he was 20. It was him.
Wow.
I tall living Irie-mon.
Nice.
So Fireburn, check him out.
Very cool.
Yep.
For next week's show, do you guys want to say who's going to be on?
Our friend and comrade,
Yep.
brother-in-arms, drummer extraordinaire of the band Hex Vortices, Minneapolis thrash legends in their own mind at this point, but will be in time.
Yes.
Well, Greg, you're going to have to say who that was because
Hex
Saxon.
Vortices.
All right. Who's going to be on, though?
Tom Croxton,
Tom
the drummer.
Croxton.
A local legend, but an awesome drummer. He is pulling double duty with Thor right now. He was on Thor's last album, Hammer of the Gods, I think it was called. Yeah, and that's a great record, and Hex Vortices is his thrash band, and they're about to put out their first album, and it's awesome.
Oh, the album's out. The album's been out for 2 weeks.
Well, then, go buy it, guys.
Go buy it.
I've already bought it. It's sitting in my mailbox. I just can't seem to get home to get it.
It's because you're stuck in that hotel.
Oh,
I'm trapped behind the cheddar curtain.
you got to eat your way out.
Don't ever do that again. And
The Voivod moment of the week. So,
oh yes, go ahead,
They
please.
played
Please do.
Jazz Fest in Montreal this past week, and Dan Mongrain, Chewy, the guitar player, he came up with a brass jazz fusion arrangement for the end of Dormancy. There's a video on YouTube. He put a lot of hard work in it, and it's awesome, man. It's the best jazz fusion I've heard since it made me feel like I did the first time I heard Zappa's Hot Rats and Chunker's Revenge. He did it. Dan is an amazing composer, and he's doing a great job. And with what they already did on the Wake with Sonic Mycelium, I really look forward to the future of Voivod.
Yeah, he was very proud of that because he keeps writing about it on Facebook a lot. I see.
He should be. He did the whole thing in only 50 hours, and it came out amazing.
Yeah, he's very happy with that. What were we saying, Sax?
I was just saying if that's some pretty high frickin' praise from Dragon if he's comparing it to Hot Rats.
Best thing I've heard since the Mothers of Invention.
Wow. Okay, well, now I'm going to check it out for sure.
Nice. Well, one last thing. We were supposed to have a guest on tonight, and I totally screwed that up. We were supposed to have one of the members of the band. Oh my God, I just lost it again.
Twisted Tower Dyer.
Twisted Tower Dyer. Thank you. God damn, I got terrible memory. But we rescheduled, and he will be on the 17th of July, which will be our last show for 2 weeks. I need a break. These guys need a break. And, well, you might do something while we're on kind of a break, right, Greg? Maybe.
I may. Yeah. Well, we're going to work on that over the next couple days here, and if it works out well enough, we'll figure out something.
All right, cool.
That's what I was talking to you about, Sax, about maybe doing the King X and the Zappa thing. King's X.
Okay. Well, Nooner, he's being very hospitable to you right now. We are going to do a anti-power metal 3-hour marathon. Is get behind the cage and throw fecal matter at PC-16. And
Why would you
I don't
do
know,
that?
name another power metal band. I can't even think of one enough. Oh, STS Mission. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
His
Heard of that.
beloved Helloween.
Fuck you.
Not touching
Don't you
Halloween,
fucking dare
because
touch that.
He will get
I
on
will.
the next Airlines flight to Minneapolis.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll jog.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Mania, Watchtower. There's got to be something there.
Narnia. There you go, Narnia.
I'll leave Narnia
Yeah.
alone.
Let's rip on Narnia and Hammerfall a lot.
Yeah, there we
Hey! Well, you guys could do whatever you want. It's going to be your show.
Oh,
Do
dude,
what you
that'd be
please.
great to just rip on power metal for 2
You
weeks.
can. It
That'd
would be
pretty funny. I'm
it
gonna
would be
look
a
up
fun
some
show.
best of power metal lists.
Go ahead. Do something. That would be fun. That would be a good show. I think you guys would do very well.
All right, catch you guys next week.
All right.
Later.
Thanks. See you guys next week. And,
Melissa.
yes. Goodbye, Melissa. Did she ever come back?
Don't worry about it.
Goodbye. Oh boy. All right.
Cool.
Very cool. We made it.
It's still recording.
I know.
Yep.
In case something happens.
All right, Chris Hansen, take it down a notch.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hold on a second while I go get cookies.